Welcome.
Welcome to Marital Hate. I'm Stacy.
I'm Doug.
We do not normally hate each other. That's a
Not normally.
A little bit.
Sometimes.
It's hard being married. How long are you married now? 10 and a half years together at 11 and a half?
It will be 11 of marriage this year, 11.
Yeah.
12 togetherness.
10 and a half years of marriage. Yeah.
Of humptiness.
There was very little peace, and I'm the only one bringing any humptiness to this bitch. Happy Monday, kids.
How are you bringing humptiness?
Because I got a big old ass.
With your humpty humps?
So start coming in hot.
We are.
Is Master Hater. I was talking about Trace. Master Hater and OG Lesby, Tracy. Don't know if you guys know this, but we're big supporters of the gays. We love them.
We're supporters of everyone that's on the planet for good.
Yeah, pretty much. Like anybody that's on the planet for good, even if people are on the planet to just bore us to tears.
The boring people I find entertaining.
We just watched we watched one lengthy video of a man scratching 15 scratchers off.
Oh, that was the most Florida thing we've ever done. Is just YouTube video of somebody doing scratch off.
Going to the store to buy scratchers, but I digress.
Okay. All right.
I digress. Or robbing the store to buy scratchers while holding an alligator. Like you're gonna.
Yeah, we didn't do that.
And the Florida Man games, by the way, are this coming weekend, but the tickets are like crazy expensive. They're like $55 a pop.
Why does it look like I have like a receding hairline tonight? It's crazy. And I have my pop collar. I'm looking all preppy.
Maybe I should start doing makeup on you.
It's a V-neck.
The only time Doug wears makeup is when he has a zit, and I put makeup on him when he has a zit.
I'm vain,
but only if it's like a really bad zit.
Oh, I don't like it.
But now that he's all like, "Oh, my forehead's too big, and I have jowls," maybe he needs some contouring. Trace says, "I'm always coming in hot." LOL.
Drop it like
because you're so hot.
Drop it like an hot.
She said, "Coming in like she's hot."
Coming in like she's hot. I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm sorry.
I don't even know who sings that. That's Snoop, right?
I will. Well, drop it like it's hot was yes.
Yeah.
But you sound like freaking Michael on The Office when you.
Michael on The Office. Oh yeah, when it was rat. Oh my God.
Steve Carell. Shout out to Steve Carell.
What's up, Marshfield?
Has a business in Marshfield
General Store.
And from what I hear, he's a nice guy. I gotta tell you though, like as we're coming into the podcast, I'm always singing the theme song. Like I get so excited about it.
What's Perfectville?
Yeah. So if you don't know, now you know. My husband, this guy, wrote and performed all of that, and that video is like just us being stupid because we are. God, watching me dance in that video. Oh my God.
It's so dumb. And we actually did that as a joke for somebody. Yeah. And then we just used it because we didn't have much video.
A rough time. We didn't really have any. Yeah. So we just threw some shit together.
Well, let's say we didn't have any video we could use.
We still don't have an outro video. Well, we could use like a sex tape.
Oh, yeah.
Barring Al's.
Al doesn't like that.
So we did. So in any case, I don't know. I like her theme song. Doug's going to be putting his video album out eventually.
I worked on some of the graphics for the songs.
That's fantastic because I will tell you that you ain't working if you ain't getting paid, Daddy. And Trace says, "I love that video. I love the song." And you're almost done with the album, Doug.
I am. I am considered it done. I can't work on it anymore. I got to go to the next album. So what I'm doing is
why is it that you finally drew that conclusion?
Because my wife said if I didn't work on the album, finish it and get it out so she could sell that bitch, then she would throw my speakers in the ocean or the pool. Or
I think I just started to throw you in the pool, but did you just do it because I'm mean?
No,
because you're afraid of me because you have no spine because you're a pussy.
Well. Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Or did you have a conversation with your wife that maybe opened your eyes to a few
I did, and I was like, I was, I don't know. I think the material is really good. If I was going to do it the right way, it would cost me thousands of dollars. And
how is it not the right way?
It's from like the audio bandwidth, kind of mid-rangey. I don't know what the hell I'm doing with that stuff. So I'm just putting it out.
But
I don't give a shit.
The beauty of it is the fact that you made it yourself. And it was so funny because early in the progress, I was like, why don't we reach out to so-and-so and so-and-so? And you were like, no, I want to put this entire thing out by myself. And I don't want to be able to, I don't want anybody to say that they helped me. I want to do it. And then there were times along the way where you were like, oh, let me reach out to this person. Let me reach out to that person. And by the way, none of these people ever followed up. None. So now my husband has this record that has this like gritty, and even though it's not Nirvana like at all, it's like OG Nirvana, in the sense that it's got heart and soul, and I think a lot of musicians are coming up that way. That redheaded guy, Jelly Roll, other people, like they do it. So, but are you saying that I was right about something?
You're always right about a lot of things.
So do you think that I maybe deserve a crown? This is to remind you of how often I am right. Perhaps looking at my head will help. What did you do? What did you do? Oh God. Thank you. There's a lot of times on the podcast you make me feel bad about myself, and today I feel good.
Was that that music was? I was trying to be regal. That's something that they would play.
Perhaps
on the Olympics. I know that, but it was also a regal situation.
I would like to state for the record, ladies and gentlemen, that I bought this fucking crown for myself off Amazon. It's made of quartz and other things.
It's quartz. It weighs 5.5 pounds and it's heavy.
That's not the point. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Girls, if your man does not buy you a crown, you go out and buy yourself one. You hand it to him in the middle of a live podcast. Of course, you have to put it on your head and admit that you were right about something. He'll yell at me later. It's fine. And then Trace says, "Isn't that the Olympics?"
Yeah, well, yeah, but
yes. And clearly, I am an athlete. We both are.
I believe it was like some sort of. What?
Oh my God!
What?
Do not flinch. They're gonna think I beat you. Look,
I got double up
Double
bills.
bills.
I could have tripled up bills if I had the T-shirt on. I could have tripled it up.
You could go get my visor,
and
then everyone will just laugh at you because your team is done.
Only one team can win every year.
It's rigged. It's rigged. You don't know that? I was actually thinking about that this weekend, about how fucking rigged the NFL is. So there have been times where people have claimed that baseball was rigged, specifically regarding the Yankees.
And Pete Rose.
Well, Pete Rose is a scholar and a gentleman. By the way, there's people that are in the is it MLB or NBA or whatever that recently got caught gambling, and they like basically got a slap on the wrist.
Yeah, somebody did something. I kind of remember. I don't remember who and what they bet on.
Pete Rose still not in the Hall of Fame.
Charlie Hustle.
Something to say about that.
I think his bull haircut is keeping him out. They don't want to make a nice bust and have to do that.
There's plenty of people with
bull
terrible
haircut
hair that are in the Hall of Fame. I can almost bet on it. Tracy says you are both a gold medalist. Neither of us is a gold medalist. Girl, we don't even get off the couch.
I'm in my golden years.
I do want to share a story before we go into our many, many topics of the evening. So, how was your weekend? How was your weekend?
How was your weekend?
Ours was boring. We did.
Oh, we actually went two places.
We basically did nothing. Tony came and looked at the Jeep. Of course, the Jeep wouldn't make the noise for Tony, and now Tony can't come back till Friday, and I don't know if it's even safe to drive my Jeep. Whole other story. It was very nice of him to come. I didn't even ask him how much I owe him for coming out on Saturday, just because I was so out of it. So, Tony, if you're watching, I don't think he is, but you know. Uriel's here. What's up, Uriel? He says hi, hello. Uriel, I will once again, every time you come on, I remember, and then of course, like when I'm thinking of gifts or whatever, I remember. But Uriel sells a great product. If you're watching this later, it's a speaker from ranidon.com, ranidon.com, and it's like this tiny little, like not much bigger than, it's like two hockey pucks stacked on top of one another. It's black with a chrome top on it.
Speaker metal.
It's just sleek and modern, very nice. And it sounds, I would argue, as good as a Beats pill, and it's like a tenth of the price. So grab yourself one. Makes a great gift for like literally, who doesn't like music? Who doesn't want to listen to their music?
If you don't like music, you shouldn't.
Yeah, you should probably jump out a window or something.
Yeah.
You jump out of our window, you're not going to get hurt.
Yeah, you're going to go about 3 feet.
Worst thing that will happen is like a lizard will fall on
you.
you.
Yeah, you might fall on. Yeah.
I threatened to jump out of our windows like every day.
About 8 times this weekend. Yeah.
Can't fit out my fat ass out these windows, but if you can, good for you. Trace says, Bahaha, gold medal winner is couch surfing.
I was going to say I was a gold medalist in something else that was pretty rude, but I refrained.
And eating pussy?
I didn't say that.
Once again, you're bringing me the topic up of who eats pussy better, Doug or lesbian. And there's only one way for me to find that out. So Tracy says, rude vehicle making us liars. I agree with you.
But the good news was Tony thought it might have been a stuck lifter, which would make noise. But that would have been kind of bad. Now it's just something with the clutch that
Did you tell him that it goes away when I put the clutch?
Yeah, I did.
So who the fuck knows?
So we know it's not a lifter.
The fuck knows?
Yeah, and he just worked on the clutch.
But Doug made ice cream that was fucking delightful.
Ooh. But you had the ideas. You were coming in hot with the ideas. I get
baked and I come up with snack ideas and you make them.
Her idea was to substitute the milk that goes in the ice cream with coconut cream. In the can situation.
Every other part of it, grilled pineapple,
toasted coconut,
macadamia nuts.
That's
right, motherfuckers.
It was unbelievable.
And we're topping it with this Yate crushed, gluten-free, sugar-free churro right on top. How you like that?
It was
a tasty delight.
Actually, those churro things, I just want to buy like a mountain of them and jump in them and have them crackle.
I'm wondering if there is actually sugar in them.
So there's got to be sugar in them.
Well, you can't have sugar.
God damn it.
Todd says, I think I deserve that gold medal.
Yeah,
okay.
That's what he wants in the.
Well, we were trying to figure out what to send. Like, we wanted to do another something for the Master
200.
Haters. I'm not doing it because for the 200th episode, I'm not doing something. Last time we did it for 24 people, like our 24 biggest followers. This time we can't afford to. Why are people calling me?
Let's see who it is. It could be someone like
scam likely.
Oh, it's a scam likely. I get that one about 4 times a day. Let's open it. Let's embarrass them on a live podcast.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, this is gonna be good.
Hello.
Hey, Melinda.
Okay, so my name is for sure not Melinda. I don't know why I keep getting phone calls for Melinda, but I'm for sure not Melinda. And I'm in the middle of doing a live podcast. So if you could delete my phone number.
No problem. I'll put you on the do not call list.
Because I'm not Melinda.
Goodbye. Rude ass Melinda friend. I told you to pick it up. That was entertaining. Now you're all mad.
No, I hated it. It's bad energy.
Well,
you can set your phone so it sends numbers you don't know to voicemail. Zach had done that for me at one point.
Settle
and then I had
down,
to
Melinda.
undo it because I was waiting for a fucking call from Apple one day. Now I need to turn it back on because I don't want to deal with these fucking idiots. I am not Melinda.
Well,
do I look like a Melinda?
Your name? Yeah, you do. A little around the eyes.
No, I don't. Trace says yummy. Trace says that sounds amazing.
Yes,
and she's laughing her ass off. Uriel's laughing. Tracy says, yo, Melinda. If I was a Melinda, I would be like a Mindy. And I would be like a total Valley girl. It would be like totally awesome. Oh my God, you're such a geezer. Gag me with a spoon. Okay, so we did stuff this weekend. So ice cream.
We did.
The
ice cream
Tony
was,
came.
Yeah, Tony came, and I didn't make the ice cream in time for Tony, and he was going to actually come back, and say hi to us and get the ice cream.
Does anybody want that guy's phone number?
Tracy says, "Yo, Melinda," and then she says, "And how about you ask for Melinda and not make a statement?"
Yeah, it's Melinda's.
They were trying to reach your alter ego, Melinda Gates. LOL.
I want to put us in the same sentence.
All I know is she latched onto a man with money.
Yeah, well, she's smarter than I am.
She didn't have to buy her own crown. She probably just stole a crown from Malawi.
Well, so listen. I can't even. There's so many things I want to talk about. The weed hasn't even kicked in yet. I really want to finish my statement.
What is your statement,
talk about
Melinda?
Well, I had like 4 things that I wanted to talk about.
All right,
I wanted to talk about these.
Yeah.
I wanted to finish my statement about sports. So, so there's been some questions about the validity of sports throughout the years, correct?
Yeah, I suppose the Black Sox and things.
Do we do we think that the WWF was rigged?
Yes.
Okay, and you're still not sure about the NFL.
Still, I'm not convinced.
Okay. Okay, cool.
I think the refs.
Have you ever seen?
something.
Have you ever had any reason to believe that someone in a boxing match took a dive?
The Thriller in Manila. Yeah. Well, no. In a boxing match, I don't know. Maybe I don't think they took a dive, but there was
There's
some
an
shenanigans.
expression called "take a dive." It had to originate somewhere.
Mm.
Was it a diving competition?
I think it was
Were they like
underwater
"Dude, take a
boxing. They had to dive in and then. No, yeah, they did. Yeah, I'm sure. And I remember when we used to go to the harness race track, and you'd see the guy out. He was like pulling back on the horse. It was all rigged.
There are 10 scandals that rocked the world of sports.
Oh, and there's a picture of Tom Brady.
Oh well, we'll never escape that guy. And by the way, this was just me Googling it right now. This is not prepared for the podcast. 10 scandals that rocked the world of sports. Boxing bribery in 388 BC. So I think it's safe to say boxing has been rigged in the past.
That's when, that was back in Greece. The Greek boxers
allegedly bribed all 3 of his opponents to let him win, prompting game organizers to impose heavy fines for all 4 men. The money, according to Forbes, was then used to erect bronze statues near the entrance of the stadium in Olympia, with inscriptions of the 4 of them criticizing the men, warning against future cheating. Okay, cool. 1904, Fred Loris hitches a ride. This is the most bizarre spectacle in Olympic history. One runner was reportedly chased off the course by a pack of wild dogs.
Oof.
Another stopped at an orchard to eat some apples, developed stomach cramps, took a nap, and finished 4th. The 3rd man was supposedly hallucinating, carried by his trainers over the finish line.
And then the tortoise and the hare.
Fred Loris spent 11 miles riding along in a car. He was called out and admitted for cheating before he was awarded a medal.
Happened in the Boston Marathon, 1980.
Black Sox scandal.
I told you, Black Sox.
Accepted money from professional gamblers to effectively throw the World Series. 30 years after the Black Sox scandal, a group of college basketball players, which these days college would be considered fucking pro. Jesus, it's big money. Starting at City College of New York, decided to take the money from bookmakers, this time in exchange for manipulating the scores of games. A whopping 32 players from 7 colleges eventually admitted to accepting bribes on the point shaving scheme. 2 of those players and at least 10 other fixers, agents of bookies, went on to serve jail time, according to ESPN. 1986, the infamous goal by Diego Maradona led Argentina to a 2-1 win over England in the quarter semifinals of the 1986 World Cup. He said it was the hand of God that knocked the ball into the net rather than his own. But his autobiography, 14 years later, he fessed up. What hand of God, he wrote. It was the hand of Diego, and it was like stealing the wallet of the English too. Dude, this is Argentina and fucking England are going to be going to war because we brought up the fucking wound.
Nobody go to war, please.
How could you possibly cheat in figure skating? What is that? Massachusetts native Nancy Kerrigan? Well, why me?
Why?
Dude, I'm telling you, if figure skating can get ugly, the fucking NFL is rigged. Yeah. And then here we go. I mean, if you guys don't know, about Nancy
story,
Kerrigan and Tanya
just
Harding,
go back
watch the movie I, Tanya.
Actually, you feel bad for Tanya after watching that movie a little bit.
Yeah, you kind of do. Yeah, you do. Okay, and then here we go. The disgrace at the Paralympics
is nothing sacred, folks.
Most
goddamn
shocking and oft-forgotten cheating scandals took place in the 2000 Paralympics involving Spain's intellectual disability basketball team. I'm so sorry. I don't even know how you fucking do this. The team won gold at Sydney, but was later found to be fraudulent, with 10 of the 12 players. This is so bad. 10 of the 12 players having faked their disabilities. The incident had a number of devastating ripple effects, with the Paralympic organizers deciding to suspend the entire intellectual disability classification of the next 2 games, leaving athletes with legitimate, which is not funny, by the way, legitimate disabilities on the sidelines for 8 years. And 2 Spanish players who actually had individual disabilities had to forfeit their medals, just like their teammates. It's like, you know what? Hear me out. I'm bored. And I can't really compete at actual athletics.
Yeah,
and I
so you're gonna
I haven't come
where
up
can I win?
haven't come up with the idea yet of playing women's sports or changing my gender so I can play women's sports. But I can fucking be fucked up if I need to be, and I'm gonna go on and rob people who legitimately deserve this award for being a shitty athlete. And by the way,
there's a special place in hell for these.
The Paralympics are like a big deal. Like the guy that was just on Big Brother was a Paralympic, I think, snowboarder, the deaf guy.
Oh, right. Yeah. I didn't know he was deaf, though. I I kind of remember.
Why did you think he was in the Paralympics?
I don't know.
But I just think that that's like the lowest of the low, and
that's pretty bad.
If there's a hell, those people will be there. So
they have a volleyball team.
They'll be reincarnated as people that
the
are.
The ball's going to be Hitler's
disabled.
head, and it's on fire, or Hitler's.
Here's the thing.
Impacted crap in a flaming ball that they have to bounce back and forth.
I just can't. It's like, who comes up with that idea? If these people can fucking be like, hey, here's the thing. We need to steal this award from genuinely disabled people. You think...
Hey, no guts, no glory.
Not a lot of glory. Like the Paralympics, like these people aren't making billions of dollars or millions of dollars. They're not getting endorsements. You think that...
Free pair of shorts.
But I don't think that they got free shorts. They might have had... maybe they got their shorts for free.
And I believe that's Jimmy Garoppolo on the far left.
It could be Janine Garofalo for all I care. The point is that's an absolutely terrible, terrible thing to do. Do you think that those people could do that? But Roger Goodell?
So many people would have to keep it a secret.
Not really.
It would have to be a cadre of
and for that much fucking money? All right, how much does Travis Kelce make a year?
Travis Kelce probably 10, 12 million, somewhere right in there, probably.
Could you keep a secret for $12 million a year?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
I'm keeping lots of secrets right now.
Thank you.
I don't get nothing.
Yeah. I can't. Okay. And so then in 1995, steroids to 2005, just fucking steroids left and right. Tom Brady's deflated balls. Oh, and smashing the phone with the fucking hammer. I would like you to be in charge of making sure we're both somehow on camera. 2019 Houston Astros scandal. Sign stealing has always been a big part of baseball, but the Houston Astros took it to a whole new level. They began using a camera in center field to zoom in on the opposing catcher's signs to his pitcher. That sounds like something the Patriots would do. Did they get busted hacking into headphones or some shit like that?
There's all kinds of shenanigans with the Patriots.
So in any case, they're stealing shit, and those seem to be the only ones that we have press for.
Okay.
I assure you there's more. Like that beach ball? That's from New York.
That's a beach ball. That's the Times Square beach ball. Travis Kelce makes $12 million a year. 12,000 with a $250,000 bonus, which while carrying a cap hit of $15 million, a dead cap hit of $5 million.
So, do you think that he would be willing to lie? And that's just his NFL salary. And his endorsements increase the more that NFL does. And if you fuck a pop star, that's going to help you out in the pocketbook.
No, they just cuddle.
You don't think that his fucking value has gone up since fucking that?
Yes, I do. I think the
not
NFL.
That Taylor Swift
There were crazy numbers from that Super Bowl, and the demographics like panned everything out. Yeah,
I told you, and I hope to Christ every father watching it told their daughter that was a fucking red flag.
No, I think what it was is that all the daughters said, "Go and get yourself some high-profile athlete, and fuck your way to the top."
Okay, first of all, she's fucking her way down.
Yeah, she's already done that.
Although
I don't know. I think she's earned it. I think her music is very good.
I think her music is very good, but my point is that she's fucking down in that case.
Yeah,
and his screaming at his coach is a massive fucking red flag.
Not nice.
And for a young girl watching that, for somebody like Taylor Swift to be in a relationship with somebody,
boys,
not good. No bueno.
Silly boys.
It's I don't want to joke about it though. I think it's a big fucking deal.
It should be.
Tracy says nothing is sacred, and she says fantastic. I don't know what she's saying is fantastic, but that was my tirade about
that.
The sporting. Oh, one more thing. So
you have another. You have more tirade.
So there was this whole thing about Fruit of the Loom.
I like the ads when the guy's dressed up as fruit, like it's grapes.
So I watched
I like that.
I watched a whole thing about this. So Fruit of the Loom has
Fruta.
whether there is a cornucopia on their website or not. I'm sorry, on their logo or not.
No, it's just the fruit.
Hang on a second. So, as you see on their website, no fruit, no cornucopia.
There's no loom either.
No cornucopia. Okay. So I watched the whole thing the other day about this. And apparently this woman was like, no, there was a cornucopia. And Fruit of the Loom, like she was on Twitter or one of the social medias, and they were like, no, we've never had one. Here's our logo throughout the 50 years.
The history.
And everybody is like, oh, there was never a logo. Then some fucking guy in his house found a Fruit of the Loom thing with a fucking cornucopia on it and was like, cornucopia.
Wow.
So I don't know.
Because there's all those things like it's Flintstones versus Flintstones, and which one is it? And does Mickey Mouse, does Curious George have a tail? All those, like there's a name for it. So.
Well, that one doesn't, but there was a fucking cornucopia. I don't give a shit what you say. There, fucking cornucopia.
There's a cornucopia right there. Look at that.
All right, listen, this is on eBay. It could be some cheap Chinese made up stuff.
Yeah, could be on.
By the way, and like one thing that has come up a lot recently is people being like weirded out by
Men's underwear.
Being weirded out by Temu or Shein or other various. I don't see any other. I don't know why I went to eBay of all places for Fruit of the Loom, but that was a fucking cornucopia if I ever saw one. And if they don't have cornucopias, I say we make T-shirts with cornucopias and fucking sell them.
There he is, right there. Fruit of the Loom.
Cornucopia.
They actually said it was never on there.
It was a whole thing.
Idiots.
Whether they straightened it out or not, who the fuck knows? But
well, at least these are it says it's the Mandela effect. The real logo doesn't feel right to me. So I kind of agree that it was probably in there at some point.
Hang on. Let's ask ChatGPT.
See, look, all right. These guys were like, look at that. The guy dressed up as grapes.
What?
The black guy is the darker grapes. I don't know what this guy over here. I don't know what he is. Is that it's not a fruit. It's like a broccoli, sort of. The apple guy.
Is he an artichoke?
That'd be a good band right there. That's like the Village People's cousin. I'm gonna dress up as that. That's a good band. Fruit of the Looms. The Looms.
Okay, well, I asked ChatGPT because again, who knows? And this is the thing, you gotta ask questions about everything.
You do,
especially things that you see in the fucking podcast. There was something we talked about on the podcast, and I was so wrong about, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was the thing about Kid Rock and doing the Toby Keith tribute.
Right. Yeah,
so I don't know if he did a Toby Keith tribute, but it wasn't at the Super Bowl.
So this is what they said. They said they gave the dates. No cornucopia. But we've clearly found one with the cornucopia.
No concrete evidence to support the phenomenon.
Yeah,
blah, blah,
somebody
blah,
maybe made that up.
The phenomenon of collective false memories, known as the Mandela effect, may explain why some individuals recall seeing the cornucopia on the Fruit of the Loom logo. Blah blah blah. Our memories could be influenced by various. I still think it was there. This is the same story that we fucking heard over and over again. So cornucopia aside,
it's a cornucopia.
It really doesn't fucking matter. What matters is getting together and having a good time.
What kind of guy dresses up like asparagus? I want to be the grape. No,
I have an asparagus story. I will tell you my asparagus story. Trace says nothing is fantastic. Asparagus. She thinks it's asparagus. I don't know if it was asparagus. Maybe it was.
It kind of looks like
an artichoke. I'm not even looking at it. My friend, her mom passed. Her mom was a widow. Her father had passed away.
All right.
And she'd asked her if she would ever go. And, she would ever remarry again. A lot of people, like, if they're widowed, they're not going to remarry. I'm remarrying immediately. I cannot take care of myself. Todd is willing to take one for the team. Not this Todd, but if this Todd wants to take one for the team, that's fine. I'm willing to be like a snow wife, like where I go to different places based on the season of the year. But I will be moving on. But anyway, her mother told her,
moving on.
If you die, I cannot take care of myself. And if you're dead, I have to be around to for your kids, because they're going to need somebody to be absurd in their lives.
Yeah, well, yeah. And if you die, where am I going to find somebody this absurd?
You're plenty absurd on your own.
Goddamn clown college.
He's just on his best behavior for you guys. No, he's on his best behavior. So she said that if she was ever got lonely, she would just squat down in the asparagus patch.
It's like
and the woman who told me this is so proper, and she's like on like the
Squat down.
she's
is
like a lector at her church, teaches Sunday school. She's like the nicest lady. When she ever fucking told me that, I almost died.
Well, if
And
anybody,
I can't look at asparagus now without
No,
thinking about her
no,
mom
no.
squatting down the asparagus patch.
reminds me of a joke. One mushroom, fa la la. If anybody of you guys know that.
Go ahead.
No, I'm not going to tell. It's too long. But we do have. Well, what? So let's get back. Let's get back to before your sports tirade. We were talking about the weekend.
Yeah, so I was going to talk about this.
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked about like my little Amazon, like I was bored and high and like whatever. Trace wants you to tell the joke. Tell it. We'll loop back. Go ahead. Just tell it quickly.
This guy and his buddy were talking. He goes, "Hey, I just got back from the asparagus patch. No, the mushroom patch. Like, what are you doing?" He goes, "It's right next to the nunnery. Well, so the nice looking nuns come out and they pick the mushrooms, and you lay there and they'll pick your mushroom, if you know what I mean." And so that guy goes, "Really?" He goes, "Oh yeah, it works like a charm." So the guy goes out. Other guy, his buddy, stays, and so you see this nice looking nun come out. Goes, "One mushroom, fa la la," puts it in the basket. Two mushroom, fa la la, puts it in the basket. Three, goes over here. Three mushroom, fa la la, right? So then the guy goes, "All right, I'm in." So he goes out, lays down in the field, puts his mushroom out. This big old nun comes out. One mushroom, fa la la. Two mushroom, fa la la. Three mushroom, fa la la. And she walks on. Ripped his dick right off. Yeah.
I thought about doing that to you.
That's a three mushroom, fa la
Couple
la.
times.
That's a three mushroom, fa la la.
Yeah. Well, now you know.
That's a good.
Okay.
That's a good joke.
So, I had heard it before.
I told it
I
on
don't know
this
if it's that
podcast.
funny though. Trace says she's laughing her ass off. Well, as long as she does, don't laugh too much off. Don't lose that butt. Okay, so side note, this is a live interactive podcast. So if you're watching,
Yeah,
you
if you're
should
watching
comment.
on any of the platforms,
Like there's people. So we're on like 6 different platforms or 8 different platforms, some crazy amount of platforms.
we're like
so
the keyboard player
if-
for Emerson, Lake and Palmer with all the keyboards.
But anyway, we're on multiple platforms. So you might be the only person watching where you are, or maybe there's other people watching where you are. But if you comment, we bring your comment up on the screen. So we can't pull your comment up if you're on Twitter or if you're on Instagram. But Facebook and YouTube, we can pull your comments right up on the screen like such. As a matter of fact, I think Tracy may have the single most comments on our podcast. Todd is definitely up there, and Uriel. We're trying to remember the list today. Tom.
Oh, it's a lot. Yeah.
Todd. Lots of awesome people. We have the fucking best.
That racist lady.
Best followers. Oh, the racist lady. She's gone.
We showed her.
She was like upset that we like supported the.
What are you talking?
The gays. She was like adamant that we supported the gays, but upset that we wouldn't be racist with her. So funny.
No,
she's
really.
Like, you support a lot of things that other people disagree with, and I'm like, so you want me to back you up on your racism? Like,
I don't know.
Like it's bad enough that I talk about
that
how I'm
that
terrified of big
jive.
black dongs. Like that's bad enough. Like saying like what she said. No,
it's not good.
In any case, I wish her peace, love, and happiness. No,
Well,
really, I do, because she's like this close to putting on a white freaking pointy hat. And anyway,
sheet.
on an unrelated note,
all right.
So I wanted to get some lip oil. So lip oil is the
Lip
thing
oil,
everybody
not
is
balm.
doing right now.
Not stick.
And the funny thing is, this one's not a lip oil; it's a
Not
lip
gloss.
balm. But they're very similar. So I was just trying. So I'm not like a big makeup person. Like I will throw on my brows are like white. Like the hair on my arms, like my arms are so hairy, and it's white. You really can't see anything.
through.
Like it's clear.
No refracting.
Yeah, it's not white.
of
It's like
light.
totally. Well, if I am in the sun, you'll
see it.
like the hair on my legs, which is right now very long because we were going to wax my legs this week and never got there. So in any case, I ordered some lip glosses and I had looked them up on Momavation, which I talked about last week. It's a website where she thoroughly researches products and explains in depth the research behind them. So I like EWG, Environmental Working Group for Skin Deep. They have a great beauty product finder. But Momavation I think is even better, but they don't have every product like Skin Deep has almost everything. And you can look up individual ingredients, which I'm sure you could do on Momavation as well. Not the point. I looked at these 3 lip balms. They're very similar in color. It's the NYX fat lip oil,
Fat lip.
which was like $9 Target. The apple cherry lip oil from Noonie Cosmetics, which came in a box. I'm going to take it out just so you can see the color. And
Oh, it's an unboxing.
Similar in color. And then finally, I got the Jane Airedale, which my dermatologist sold.
Interesting.
Lip balm, which is also, they're not the same, but I was looking for like a bright pink.
That's a bubblegum pink. Right
So
there.
so for the podcast, I do my brows, mascara, eyeliner, and lipstick. If I don't do that, it's like I don't even exist. But normally I'm like mascara, lip gloss, out the door. And I wanted like I wear this, it's like NARS hot pink
NARS
powder lip, whatever it is, but it's
Bump
this
up
is a
the
bold
volume.
lipstick. But I mean, like during the day, like I would smear this shit all over my face.
Sure.
And if Doug was lucky, all over his pants. We've done that before. And
It's no secret.
Ann says, Stacey, what is that on your head? I just got in. It is my new crown.
It's a
Doug, put it on
crown of
me.
it's a crown of crystals.
You missed it. I actually want to talk about that kratom thing too at some point. In any case, I bought these 3, and I would like you to be Goldilocks.
All right, you gonna try it out on me?
Well, I already have lipstick on.
All right, I have no lipstick.
Okay,
folks.
so all right.
I would like to try the Jane Airedale, please, for 1,000.
Okay.
It's like Jane Eyre.
All right. We'll
Okay.
open it up.
Am I doing this myself? I thought you were gonna apply.
Do you want me to apply?
I would
for
love
you?
you to
Okay.
apply. So now here's the thing that
Well, no, because
that-
you would need to be able to tell me because most people are putting it on themselves. They don't
Okay,
have their
okay,
wives
all
to
right.
put their makeup on. So do
pink. Oh, did you hear the pop?
you find that to be soothing? Okay, don't keep doing that. You're putting oxygen in there. By the way, you know how people do that with their mascara? No, it's so bad. It oxidizes your mascara, increases your risk of
But it
infection,
makes a pop.
lowers the lifespan of your mascara.
So should I do a quarter so I can compare?
No, just put it on and then do your top lip. You're not doing it very good. Okay. Really not a lot of color, but very shiny. What do you think of the smell?
It smells like cookie dough.
It's mildly vanilla, yes.
Yeah.
Um,
And the stick was mushy, like almost like it's like almost like a mushy Q-tip type of thing. It's feels fabricy.
Spongy.
Yeah, it's fabricy and spongy.
all right, wipe your face off.
I don't have anything to wipe my face off with.
Incidentally, this contains hyaluronic acid, which will actually plump your lips and keep them exfoliated. Which would you like to try that? You should go this one next.
I'm plumping.
So this is the Nuna Apple Cherry.
This is Nina Cherry Buffalo Gal lip balm. All right, so no pop. There's no pop. It's got a little curved little. It looks like a miniature human tongue.
It's curved like him. Okay, enough.
That was uncomfortable. This little tongue thing.
So you don't like the applicator.
I don't like the applicator.
How does
It feels nice. It's like
you guys, if you really can't see it on camera, but he's got it up here. Like he looks like he's been. Hey, honey.
hello.
If you could only make $100,000 next year, so I can make
$100,000.
from Big Hooch.
It
She
feels
Nasty,
like-
hilarious.
It
Song.
feels like kind of a watery Vaseline kind of.
Did the
kind
other
of a
one? How did
feel
you
to
like the feeling of this one?
Not as much as I like this thing. This is
And this one
is
has more.
slick.
And this one has more color, and it was like $10. This 28. All right. Come. What's up? Okay, here you go. Last one. NYX fat oil.
NYX NY80.
So far, this is my favorite. in
But
watching it on other people, despite the applicator.
I gotta see if it's gonna pop.
Oh wait, hang on,
Oh, there was a click.
hang on. Smell.
No discernible good smell.
It smells like lemons.
Nah, it smells like chemicals. It's gross. All right, so
It doesn't really have chemicals.
is it a pop or a click? It's a click pop.
Okay, you need to show them the.
Now this thing is like a gloop.
It's like
It's like a gloop gloop, and you gloop gloop on it in your face.
just the way you put it on.
Oh, it's thicker. Definitely thicker. It's thickness. And this applicator, it's like somebody made like one of those spongy applicator things
Out of a bumblebee.
out of plastic. So it's like a plastic bumblebee. It's a fur on it. It's like pointy fur.
How do you feel about it?
It's thick and long lasting.
I don't know if it's long lasting. You only had it on 2 seconds. And the smell?
Smells nice. It smells like a Swatch watch.
It smells like cherries.
Yeah, it smells like a
And that's probably not great, but they
smelled
call
good.
it flavor, so but it doesn't taste like anything. None of these taste like anything. Did you notice the flavor in any of them? How do you feel about the texture?
Texture on this one is thicker. I like the silky texture of the second one.
So is the second the winner or the third?
Yeah, but you can't just go by like how it feels. You got to go by applicator. You got to go by.
So which is your favorite?
Um,
Which is your favorite?
pop. I would say this one, right? Because I think that would be my winner because look at my lips. They're like luscious. And also, I don't like this like quasi fake artificial baby tongue.
So ladies
is
and
weird.
gentlemen, save yourself the $48 I spent on lip gloss. I'm going to return the Jane Airedale. Get yourself the fat lip oil from NYX. I know that this looks like it's really fucking bright, but it's clearly not. It's just not. Side note, I have called Doug Juicy Lips for years now. And one day, was it Tanvi?
Yes, or John
Our
B. or
friend
Tanvi, I don't
Tanvi.
know.
It was Tanvi.
or
It was
Micah.
Tanvi. And I always called him Juicy Lips. And she said, why do you call him Juicy Lips? She had a cute little Indian accent. She still does. Oh, I haven't talked to her in a while, maybe. And she said that
Maybe.
he doesn't have juicy lips. He just puts water on them. So there you go.
There goes my.
Todd says just something to think about the next time we have asparagus for dinner. Yeah, you can specifically think about my friend's mom or my husband's juicy lips, which may or may not have water on them. Trace says it is so shiny. And how is the smell on the second one? And so this one, it does, like if you sniff hard, it has a lemony smell. This has a vanilla smell. This has a cherry smell. They're not, I'm super sensitive to fragrance. I believe these are flavors that they've added. And they don't bother me so far. And I've been using them for I've been using these two.
Money making
This
idea
one.
of the day.
Couldn't find this one.
Jägermeister flavored lip gloss for alcoholics.
There is Jägermeister flavored lip balm from Origins. Mhm.
Is it really? Money
It's-
making idea of the
it's
day.
really
Look at me.
nice, but yeah. it is.
What about, oh yeah, I mean, but if it was the Jägermeister like branded, it would be good. And
Are you
also,
just gonna keep that on for the rest of the night?
sure, see if anybody notices. Jeez, he looks red in the lips tonight. What was he eating cherry pie or something?
At least nobody said you look like Courtney Love, and not in a good way.
In a bad.
It was, and not in a good way.
Not in a good way. So yeah, there you have it from this reporter.
Okay, so it's 8:44 already.
Okay,
So
well,
we had the ice cream.
But
Did you
I wanted to say
you made the
where we
keto
went.
bread. It didn't come out.
Did not come out, but I think I know why.
Why?
Because I beat it by hand. I didn't put it in the thing.
Yeah,
so
you had to get.
I don't think it was good. All right, so I don't know that it is going to taste any better, but I'm going to present where we went right here.
Oh, we went to Sprouts and
well, we went to
Super
Sprout.
Target.
Look at this Target. There are 24, not including self checkout, 24 checkout registers. There's a on the left there. You can see a Pizza Hut Express. There's
also
the regular
Starbucks.
Starbucks with seating. It just goes back forever. Like,
Actually, this isn't even the whole store because the whole grocery part is behind
right,
you
it's
when you're
behind me.
standing.
Yeah.
So this isn't even the whole store. There's a whole, like, I don't know, I'd say another quarter back
Yeah,
behind
yeah,
you.
yeah,
At
pro-
this
oh,
point.
yeah.
It's an enormous store. It's enormous.
Anyways, you can get lost in the
Which
supermarket.
store were we at? Was that that's
That was
Cape.
Cape. That was down there.
So
yeah.
we normally go to the one on Veterans, and this was Pine Island Road.
It was Pine Island Road, and then that's a Super Target. The one down here is not a Super Target, but it's manageable.
It's super caliber.
So-
I was like, oh my god. So we went to Sprouts, barely walked around, having a very hard time finding the appropriate organic meats. I think we might have to specialty order them. Then went to Target briefly, bought a few little sundries.
Sundry
And,
items.
It was nice to get out of the house. And then the Jeep started making the noise again. We came home. I don't remember anything else. Oh, the neighborhood kids came over for snacks.
Yeah, they were
What
hungry.
would you guys do, by the way? Okay, so here's the deal. If there was a cat in my neighborhood and it was like wandering around, we do have a cat in the neighborhood, by the way. That
He does.
wanders
He
around.
wanders around.
And my neighbor feeds him. But I don't know if it's somebody's pet. And I also like I don't know if we should be feeding stray cats. But if it's somebody's pet, you're feeding it and it's trying to like have it lose weight, or if it's like
Yeah, we
got a
don't know.
health
It could
issue,
go to 8
like
different
you could be
houses.
responsible. You don't know. So I'm not a big believer in feeding stray pets or wandering pets. I would rather get them to like have support. So in any case, these neighborhood kids showed up. What was like the first time one night they just needed drinks and we gave them drinks. And now they're like, they show up, droves. They need rides to school. They are hungry. They need air in their bicycle tires, all that shit. And we're happy. We're happy to help in any way we can. But at the same time, we've never met their parents.
Yeah,
like
it's weird.
their parents could be like, why are you feeding my child? And I'm gonna be
Yeah,
like,
we don't know.
if a kid comes to my house and says he's hungry, unless I have specific information the parents not to, I'm going to feed them.
Peanut
And
allergy.
I keep wanting to meet the parents. I brought it up to the kids several times. I'm like, hey, do you want? I also don't like people coming over. It's a lot, and I just want to meet the people so I can be like, hey, I hope it's cool. I feed your kids sometimes. They seem old enough to know, well, to wander the neighborhood, and also if they're allergic to something or not. So
Right, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to keep giving them snacks, and everything I'm giving them is like healthy, organic fucking crap. We usually give them like beef jerky and
or like
cheese and fruits and nuts.
yeah,
and
the
stuff.
fruits and nuts.
Like
yeah,
why
packs,
they come
those
here
are
for
good.
snacks is beyond me.
We have the
'cause
worst
our-
snacks on the planet.
Then they, I will tell you, they do not enjoy seltzer.
They don't like it. Yeah, no flavor.
But they wanted bike tires. They wanted to borrow a bike. There was all kinds of craziness this weekend. So they didn't come back on Sunday for bike air. We were going to go to Costco.
was
Costco's
raining
closed. We
on
had not been
Sunday,
to
yeah.
Costco. I'm super nauseous today, still with the hives, but on the tail end of it.
But your crown is making you feel like a
I'm
royalty.
bringing back- I need to take all of my supplements this weekend, so do not let me forget.
Mm.
Do you like my crown? They sell them. They're like, I think it was like what, $12.99?
I think you should have got the like that the real queen like royalty crown. With
Yeah,
the
but I don't want to look
gold.
ridiculous walking around in public with a crown on my head.
You don't want to look ridiculous.
Do you think I look ridiculous?
I think you look beautiful.
You're a 58-year-old man wearing
With
two
lip gloss,
Bill shirts.
in four coats of lip gloss.
coats of lip gloss. I don't really think you're in a position to judge. And we got a bunch of limp dick flamingos around here. What happened to you being in charge of the flamingos?
It's not exactly summer.
Okay.
It's
It's actually always summer. We live in Southwest Florida.
I actually will pay more attention
It's-
to the flamingo situation. If I
it's
pump them up,
always
they're only going to
82
get out here and they're
degrees.
going to fade and they're going to get moldy and they're going to get mildew.
It is always 82 degrees.
That's Perfectville. We live in a.
By the way, I
perfect
actually
cod.
have a tendency to sit in the flamingos
Horrible.
more during the winter than in the summer because
It's
in
true
the
because you
summer,
don't want to go in. Yeah.
in the summer you want to go in the water because it's too freaking hot in the sun. Okay, so yeah, so that was if y'all have any ideas what I should
Yeah.
do for the Master Haters for the 200th episode, maybe send you nude pictures of Doug, maybe like a naked Doug calendar. Is that what you want? No.
Nobody wants that.
Do you want Doug to wear makeup more often? Is that what you would like, full on drag for the pod? That would be nice.
We should dress up as each other for the podcast for 200.
How am I going to dress up with your hair, have your hair as opposed to my hair?
Just put pull it all back and then just put baby powder in
Why
it.
don't I pull my hair back? Baby
I don't
powder.
know. Because so
I
it'll
don't
look
think
white. All right. So I was just going to say something and I forgot what it was. Thank you for distracting me with your hair. That was good right there. That had like a good lift to it.
Now I look just like Tuck.
Anyway, the weekend, it was rainy on Sunday. It didn't do squat. One of the controllers on the Switch remote thing is not working.
Oh my God. We wanted to play video games
together.
all weekend. We couldn't.
The situation like that. So anyway, we got some news stories. Do you want to talk about news stories?
Oh yeah, we wanted to do that one, that some awards show.
Oh, there was the I think it was called the BAFTA awards. BAF. I don't know what the BAFTAs are. Just put red carpet. Yeah, BAFTA award.
No, really?
Yeah. It's worth Margot. I think I looked at that one. I think that
This one?
No, up here with the image.
Well, this is all of the red carpet.
Oh,
looks,
this is all the red carpet.
which is what we enjoyed last time. Y'all join along in the fun.
Let us know what you think of these.
Let us know what you thought.
These goddamn celebrities.
We
So the
don't know
BAFTA, we don't. British American Free Trade Free Trade Association Gala.
Is there an L?
I heard him. He's right there.
Oh. I don't think our sprinklers are supposed to be on.
It's Monday.
It's
Monday,
Wednesday.
Thursday.
No, I think they lowered it to just one day.
Turn the sprinklers on. Turn them off.
I can't keep
keep
up.
going. Get your act together.
Okay. The code compliance people were taking pictures of the neighbors.
British Academy of Film and Television Awards. BAFTA.
I know there's this one British show where the kid has Lyme disease, and like now it's bringing all this like awareness to Lyme.
Good.
You know, because me running my big mouth the last 10 years hasn't done enough.
So
okay,
these are other awards. We want the BAFTAs.
I know.
I know. Where's the BAFTA?
Oh, View Gallery. It's 33.
Okay. All right.
Margot Robbie is flawless.
Yeah,
once
I
again.
can't even with this.
Everything about that
I can't
is
even
perfect.
with this Barbie. She's good in everything she's in.
I love her.
She's fantastic.
She's gorgeous.
She seems super, super nice.
I'd like to see more interviews with her, but like that outfit is fucking Taylor, what the hell? People don't know how to dress for the Grammys, but they're bringing it for the Grammys or the Emmys.
The BAFTAs. You got to raise your game for the.
I don't even know who Taylor Russell is, but that's Custom Low. I've never even heard of that. I just want to go back. Not Lowe's. Margot Robbie's and Armani Privé, which is like I guess a separate line within Armani.
It's like Garanimals.
Rosamund Pike. No. Oh, she's the chick from Gone Girl, and she was in that thing where she's also evil. It's about retirement communities.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep. She's in Christian
that was
Dior.
creepy.
Honestly, the only thing I would change about that is the shoe.
If it's 1965, that dress is a knockout.
But if you look,
it's really cool.
It does have like a nude bustier type situation under it. I just don't.
I don't know about the shoes.
I think she should have just gone with a simpler shoe.
The heel is too chunky on that shoe.
The heel's chunky, and it just doesn't really seem to go with the dress to me. But the dress is beautiful. Her hair is flawless. Her makeup's flawless.
What do you think of the color of that dress?
I think it's not a color I would wear, but I think she looks great.
It kind of It's
like for me, I want that in like purple or actually my
ridiculous color.
Senior prom dress was black lace with nude underneath, as was one of my daughter's dresses, which I bought for one kid, and then the other kid ended up wearing it to Zach's prom. Emily Blunt, again, that's not a color I would wear, but damn.
But that is a beautiful dress right there. That looks like the wings of a gossamer butterfly.
I don't know how I feel about these cutouts. I don't know how I feel about the cutouts, but
oh no, I like
her hair is great. Her makeup's great. She's nothing bonkers. That's a good one. And that was Giovanni Rossi shoes. This is like turning into the fashion episode of Marital Hey, you got to pull in these comments. Okay, Trace says, "Love the white dress with the feather belt." So that was back earlier. No, I agree with you. That's gorgeous. What's this? So we're looking at Ayo Edebiri. She's in Bottega Veneta. I don't.
She's the one from The Bear, right?
It could be. I don't love that. Doesn't seem to fit her in the bust. Doesn't it look like it's like nobody's titties go that high up? Yeah. But I do like the color on her. It's not a good color for me.
If that dress is black, she's Cruella DeVille with that whatever that cape thing is. I like the cape thing, but I don't like it with the peach color.
No, see, okay, so I'm fine with it. I don't think that this fits properly.
Okay.
But and I'm fine with the cape thing, but how it's got like almost like rose.
Yeah.
Like I feel like you either go fur trim or you go all fur, not here's a row, here's a row, here's a row. So it's not great, but you know, she's a young girl. It's probably her first award show or one of her first.
Well, somebody dressed her. Bottega Veneta.
Yeah. Dua Lipa.
Who is?
Go ahead.
She's a handsome woman.
She's not bad to look at. She's in Valentino wearing Tiffany & Co. I don't think Valentino's ever done anything wrong.
I would say that dress is a little old for her.
I would argue that
showing some.
I agree with you that that dress is old for her. But if she's an artist, if she's trying to play down her sexuality,
maybe
I can understand it.
Well, you always will go for that old Hollywood look. Tracy loves the red dress.
Yeah, I like it, but I mean, yeah, could she show more off? Yeah, but also, if I'm a young person in Hollywood, I want to be taken seriously. Emma Stone is in custom Louis Vuitton. I got to be honest with you; these washed out colors are not really my jam.
Yeah.
But that's actually really interesting.
The hem on that dress is kind of amazing, and I kind of wanted to see that repeated on the top part of that dress. I
want to see what this transition right here looks like.
Yeah.
I wish I could see that because her hand's kind of in the way.
Move your hand, bitch.
But that's a jail thing, you know. People learn to put their hands in front of them at all times so that they can be ready for things.
Oh,
I watched a documentary about that today.
I'll have to remember that.
Not
loving the color and the bottom of the dress. Oh, we have dissenting opinions.
I will. So I don't know. I agree.
It actually looks like the texture on the bottom of that thing looks like one of those moving blankets.
Yes, it does. But I'm going to tell you that can't be comfortable to walk in because you're going to have like this light chiffon kind of thing with this like weight on the bottom. Thing. So you're going to have to kind of kick it, and it's if I'm going to kick it, I want to do it with the VIP and my friend Vanilla Ice.
There was a lot going on with that dress right there. There was a lot going on. I think it's all been carefully thought. From the standpoint, it's very interesting, and I think that's the point of sometimes some of this fashion. And let's just say, I
will say this.
I think it's interesting.
She's exuding. I don't hate it. I don't love it. But I'm gonna, I don't know.
But she is kind of she's kind of, I don't want to say frivolous, but she's kind of happy-go-lucky person. So the dress kind of fits. Like
I think that's really interesting. But her energy, what she's bringing to it in terms of energy, is brilliant. So
or either that or she has arm goiter.
Greta Gerwig, Erden fall winter ready to wear. Nobody's styling
hit
her.
or miss.
Like buy it off
Dress
the
Barn.
rack
She's from
at
Dress
the mall.
Barn.
Nobody likes you, lady. That I think it's kind of a miss. It's just not very flattering.
I don't think that thing fits the top of her, right? Like it looks like she's kind of swimming around in this.
It's not flattering. If you're going to buy a dress off the rack, just have it tailored. I don't know what that is,
Florence
but it's
Pugh.
almost beautiful. In Harris Reed, I don't know how I feel about it.
I kind of like it. It looks like Ace Frehley's costume from the Love Gun era, but I think it's kind of cool.
I don't like this silhouette. I like that they're like this with the bust kind of busting out. I like that, but I don't love the point. I think that's weird.
I think the bust area with those like little oval shapes, I think that looks like almost like an alien face or a bird. Like the silver is the beak the black is the eyes. It's like a bird.
I'm sure that there's some fashion nut out there that thinks this is great. It's just not my jam, but I do. And I also,
a resident lesbian says not loving the boobs in the picture.
Yeah, no, they're all like
they're kind of mushed and kind of pushed out to the side.
And you can be a member of the Itty Bitty Titty Committee and rock that shit out.
Yeah.
Think of
no harm in that.
Michelle Pfeiffer, who has never been terribly busty in Scarface and that fucking white dress.
Too. Oh yeah.
Tracy says see the
She sees the bird too. Yeah.
She sees the bird. Oh, the bird in the outfit.
Eyes, beak. The two boobs are the eyes.
Oh God, you guys are freaking me out. Divine Joy Randolph is that that's not the chick from the Big C, is it?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. No.
I gotta tell you,
it's Custom Robert Oon.
I gotta tell you, I'm not really sure who this woman is. I think it might be the chick I think it is.
I'm digging this. I don't know why.
She looks fierce.
Yeah, I'm
bringing
digging
it
this.
for the big girls. Holy fuck!
It's like it's almost perfect. It's like it's asymmetrical, symmetrical with color at the same time. It's good.
Well, and I, these fucking pale ass colors on fucking white pale ass skin. I think you just look fucking washed out.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, somebody very close to me is pale and wears all these very pale colors. And I've always tried to encourage her to wear brighter colors. She won't do it, and it breaks my heart. But that's what she likes. So you got to do you. But on
Tracy likes this dress.
On dark skin, those pastel colors pop. I think it's great. I'd like to see it even has, and you can't see this from there, but it's got ruching all the way down the front, and then it's got the underskirt. Her makeup is on fleek, and normally I get annoyed when people are like mugging for the camera, where they're just like,
yeah.
If they say, you have to go like this, prune
juice.
No, if you just say prune, you get that perfect pouty lip without being like duck face. In any case, I think she's bringing it. I think her makeup is fierce. I think she looks sexy as fuck. I love that she's bringing the big girls. Can you look up who Divine Joy is while we do this? Trace likes the stress. By the way, we're off Instagram now. Instagram sucks. Bryce Dallas Howard. She's in the new arrivals. It ain't good. Take the
Ron Howard's daughter.
Take the sleeves off of that shit.
Opie Jr.
Take that ugly fucking thing out of the middle there. Switch your shoes out.
Oh, no way.
Or increase the length. What?
That's funny. She was Oda Mae Brown in the Broadway production of Ghosts.
Okay, but
of Ghost.
Is she? That's not the chick from Ghost.
No, it's not. It's not. I thought it was. She was in Office Christmas Party. Dolomite. She was in. What else was she in? Career filmography. She was in The Purge the morning after.
Was she in the Big C? I think she was in the Big C.
Looking. Hang on. Dolomite. Last shift. I don't see one in here. The Lost City. Rustin. Shadow Force. Television. The Good Wife. This Is Us. She was in. Veep. Empire.
No, the chicken in the Big C, which is a show I highly recommend. Oliver Platt's in it. Laura Linney.
Oh, that's yeah. I don't
Cynthia
like
Nixon.
Yeah.
In any case, her name is Gabby Sidbe. Sidbe. She played Andrea Jackson. She was fantastic.
She was good in that.
Fantasia Barrino. I don't know who this is.
She was an American Idol contestant, and like maybe she won. I think she may have won one year.
She's wearing Ben Shalal Haute Couture, Tasky jewelry, and Tyler Ellis clutch. Fire. She looks amazing.
You know what? I like it, but I will say she looks like the big red ribbon on the top of the Macy's store blew down in a windstorm and wrapped around her.
Well, I kind of want her to just take off like the you got a new car for Christmas ribbon and see what else is going on there. But I think she looks fantastic. And 90% of it is the energy. And while we're not here to give you fashion advice other than making Doug try on lip gloss, we are here. We are here to talk about positive energy. That's like a big thing for us, and she's bringing the good energy.
Tracy likes the top of this red dress, and I am not the top of this red dress. I am not loving too much for her little head.
I think that this is like a big sash that just comes off.
And she liked the silver dress.
Probably just like a basic sheath underneath, but I could be wrong.
Well, look at this bitch.
Carrie Mulligan and Christian Dior.
Kind of boring, but it's
classic. It's old Hollywood.
Exquisite dress.
I don't love like the
compared to some of the others. Yeah, if you're Carrie Mulligan, you're gonna slink in. You're gonna look nice. You're gonna look nice.
Yeah,
I'm
nobody's
gonna
like,
pick a classic designer. I'm nobody's gonna like say anything, but they're gonna say I look nice.
She's like the lady that people. Oh, she's nice.
Underwhelming black dress. The UBD is what that is right there.
Well, here's the thing. Like there are reactions people have when they meet a woman, right?
Yes.
And some women have the she's nice, and some people went, that bitch is crazy. Yeah.
You, however,
crazy as shit. Prince William rocking a navy blue velvet tuxedo with black lapels. Yeah, that's pretty good.
You can't hide that face though.
Wow. Where's his bitch ass wife?
Oh,
did she not come? Because
his bitch ass wife.
I don't like.
I don't know her. I don't know anything. I
don't like her energy.
And this lady, Daisy Edgar Jones, who I don't know, but I'd like to know because she's got half a pair of shorts and a long dress on the other leg.
I don't know. She's a beautiful girl. I may or may not love the dress. The shoes are great. Her legs are great.
She's a British actress.
This is a great example of how somebody in the itty bitty committee can look hot as fuck. What are you looking up?
I'm looking up who she is.
doesn't really matter.
No, it does matter.
Why, you're gonna go to her house, try to get in bed with her?
No,
I just can't tell if those are shorts or a skirt. I think it's a skirt,
it's got to be some sort
and
of.
it's got like
And,
some
and
sort
you,
of.
she's holding a bag, isn't she? Like a clutch or something?
No, she
Oh
has
no,
her-
she's not.
she has her hand in her pocket. She has one hand in her pocket, and the other one is
something.
can do any number of things.
I don't know anything.
That's
that
what
she's
Alanis
in.
Morissette does best: is make random lists of things and puts them in a song. Back to Naomi Campbell. Watch out! You say anything bad about her outfit, she'll hit you.
I
I
got no
don't love
problem
it.
with that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's just because you like Naomi Campbell.
She looks.
She's
She
black,
does look
you have
like
a
she's
thing
going to
for black
JFK's funeral in 1963, representing Egypt.
All right. First of all, this woman's just bad energy, so that's a big
I
problem.
don't think
for me.
she's. What is? Why is she?
She went to jail for beating her assistant, and
Well,
it
don't
happened like more
don't
than
do
once.
that, kids.
She was like known for like smacking people.
I
Like
don't
it
know.
was like she's not a
All
nice
right,
person.
yeah, but if you don't have,
And she was like super
somebody's hair
mean to
needs to
Tyra
know.
Banks.
I'm sorry, I'm catching up. Yes, this looks like a funeral dress.
Then her hair needs some help.
I agree.
Does Naomi Campbell's hair need help? Oh no, yes.
Oh, her need.
Oh my
yeah,
god, I
yeah,
totally
yeah,
forgot
yeah,
about
yeah,
this. Like, I understand like people like the
Definitely.
ombre look, or like they like to look balayage. That looks like she needs a root job.
Balayage.
It looks like she needs.
It does.
She
it
needs
looks like
either
she-
low lights or some highlights.
You don't.
Or,
You know what? It's been a long time since you've been in the hair game. I'm saying this is the
Clearly,
it's like the
it-
new do-it-yourself
It's been
look.
it's been at least 3 weeks since you got a haircut.
The hair game.
Emma Mackey makes me wonder: is this Bob Mackey's
Her
daughter?
management address about Naomi Campbell. That's amazing.
I gotta tell
All
you. Okay, so here's the thing. I zoomed in on this one a little bit. I'm disappointed.
Zoom in on her face.
I'm disappointed in her face.
I'm
too.
disappointed. I'm there. I'm at the
Bring the
bathroom.
energy.
I don't know who
But
that
here's-
is either. I'm
Herein
sorry for
lies
making
the
fun of
problem.
her.
Maybe the bizarre photographer hates all of these women and takes shitty pictures of them. I don't know.
Oh, who's this dude? Cillian Murphy. I've got a neck, and my name is Cillian, and I look
He
like
looks
I've
like-
come out of the Matrix movie.
All right. Do we think that this guy dyes his hair? Because I think he
He
does.
does a little bit.
Trey says
She
anger
looked-
management in her dress. She-
Yeah, that was Naomi
That
Campbell, and then this one, she looked unhappy. She did. She just didn't look like she ate a bug.
Well, hang on. First of all, that bitch needs a straight jacket. Second of all, I'm talking about Naomi Campbell.
Yeah.
Second of all,
That last bitch was.
these people have to starve themselves indefinitely in order to fit into these fucking clothes. So I can understand being
I know
miserable.
this guy looks all right. I mean,
But
you
your
know,
job is
all
to
right.
smile and look good for the camera. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I think. Oh wait, hang on. Cillian Murphy, is that hair dyed or not? I think it's dyed.
Probably.
I think he
Yeah.
probably looks like you. You should dye your hair lighter. Not so long ago,
We just can't.
I had a relative tell me that I should dye my hair darker as opposed to my natural color. You should dye your hair darker.
All right,
Okay.
this guy's name, I don't know who he is, but Coleman Domingo.
And he's in Custom
That's a-
Boss.
That's a good ass name right there.
I don't feel like there's a lot of people that could pull that outfit off.
Except for Coleman Domingo, he can wear whatever the hell he wants to with that name.
You know who I want to see in that? Diane Lane.
I want to see Diane Lane in anything.
You know who-
a trash bag.
You know what I would have been hot? I don't love this on him. I'm not gonna lie. I don't love it. I don't know who he is. I like it. I
His
don't like
name
it
is
on him.
Coleman Domingo.
Whatever Coleman Domingo wants, but I'm saying this. You take one of those itty bitty titty mini chicks, ones like doesn't have
Yes.
like a massive rack like me. You put this on her, you put just the collar and the necktie, and you have her wear it with the jacket open, no bra, and you just show that shit off. That's what I think.
Quick facts about Coleman Domingo.
And some cufflinks.
He was in The Color Purple. He was in Candyman. He
Oh.
was in.
That's the guy from Candy. No, he was an extra in Candyman. He's not the Candyman guy.
He was in a movie called.
70s are back, ladies and
Last
gentlemen.
Always.
Let's just keep going. Ryan Gosling
Oh.
is in Gucci.
Yeah, I dig
The
that.
70s
Yeah.
are back.
I dig that. I would have
You do?
worn fucking metallic silver shoes with that or something, or shoes to
Gold.
match the piping. Yeah, something like
I
that.
like the suit. I don't find Ryan Gosling to be attractive at all. I don't see what the hype is.
I like Ryan Gosling for whatever reason. Staying alive. The
I-
last guy was a matador. That
That's
I
true.
agree. Ryan Gosling is staying alive. I like it. He should have a paint can.
And by the way,
That's a
Trace
reference
agrees
back
with
to-
us that is dyed ass hair.
Yeah.
I agree.
Um,
And then we've got Mia
yeah.
McKinney Bruce. I don't know who she is. She's wearing Carolyn Herrera. She looks like a young girl.
that's a perfect dress for her.
It looks great.
She looks like the goddamn
absolutely
Milky
great.
Way.
She's adorable. So cute. Good dress for a young girl. It's sweet.
Tracy's drunk again. She says, "I like to his suit."
Yeah.
We know what you mean.
Do you want to wear the suit? You can wear a suit.
And she says that's a pretty dress about the galaxy dress. Now this lady, let's talk about this lady.
Well, I like the pompadour they've got going on. She's in custom Louis Vuitton. Sandra Hüller.
I want to see that top. I want to see that waistline or whatever that cutoff point.
Yeah.
Like a little lower, so you have like a little bit more of a triangle.
Yeah, but
effect
people do that to
thing.
kind of hide the belly. That's what they're
I
trying
wanna
to.
yeah.
I will say it makes me think of custom draperies.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, like the balance in the.
The hair is the winner for me on this. I love that fucking hair, but the rest of it, Again, it's a dress that's I think for an older person. Helen Mirren will look stunning in that. Although I would go with the color.
Again, I would say Helen Mirren looks good in anything.
Okay, but this
Very
chick has a lot more,
yeah. She's
room to play. I don't know, maybe she's British or
I don't know.
Hüller. She's probably Dutch.
I don't know. This guy wins for his shoes are good.
Barry Keoghan in Burberry.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I like the epaulette things on the shoulders, but I like everything else.
He's like an homage to Michael Jackson and the Queen.
Dude, I like it. You know what? I might have gone black tie with that just to tie it in and look like a Men in Black.
I kind of like it. I think it's formal and
it's good. I like it.
I think it's good.
Oh, yeah.
And I kind of like.
And I don't know him, but we like him.
Bradley Cooper looks stupid.
Wait, silver dress. Nope, the top does not go with the bottom. Okay, so all right, Ensign Cooper here from the Love Boat.
He looks like a fucking idiot.
He looks like he's from.
They're doing a reboot of the Titanic.
The Titanic
was play
captain. Yeah,
no,
that's not good.
It's just not good. Bradley.
Yeah. That's a miss. That's a miss, Brad.
Dude, Bradley Cooper, star of Midnight Meat Train. You can't be showing up like that.
And Doctor on Hearts and Scalpels, a show within a show.
Nip Tuck.
And
also he was on oh Jesus, what has he not been on? Silver Linings Playbook. We love.
Yeah, we love them. That's great.
Did I give you a hand job during that movie?
I hope so.
I think
maybe that's why I liked it so much. Yuck. Go back to the Titanic, Brad. All right. So Robert Downey Jr. and Susan Downey Jr. Oh wait, she's not Jr.
Who's Susan Downey?
That must be his wife.
I don't think he's gotten married after that whole Amber.
That's
made up
Johnny
a bunch
Depp.
Of lies
that's
situation.
Johnny Depp. This is.
Oh, that's right.
Different guy.
So maybe that's his wife. She's,
Susan Downey. Let me look that up.
Could be his wife, his mother. Here's another one. Not a lot in the tit area, but she's rocking it.
Oh, she's cute.
She looks a little older. Who the hell is she?
She is a film producer.
She's 50.
And I believe who is that's his wife. That's Downey Jr.'s wife.
Beautiful girl.
They're married.
He's hilarious on the red carpet. I watched a video of it. He looks great. He always looks great.
He was great in Back to School. Just going to say that,
oh my God,
he was so good at Back to School.
But I can't watch. Like I watched this movie 1,000 times, and it's fucking heart wrenching.
Lesson Zero. I've never seen it for that reason. I don't want to.
Rami Malek, who played Freddie Mercury in the Queen movie. He's done some other stuff too. He looks good.
Rami. Yeah, that's good. I think the
pants could use a little tailoring.
That's a good. Yeah, yes, I think the pant leg should be like a little bit more peg leg.
Well, doesn't it look a little bit like?
It does. It does look a little bit spread out, but
roomy
but it's like the
crotch.
cummerbund is kind of like too high. But I think he's an oddly shaped person. But I think that's a good look. I would wear that. I just
think that having bagginess in the groin area
is
going to make your shit look smaller.
Well.
Have your fucking clothes tailored.
Not terrible, but especially the pants are wearing him.
Yeah,
very
exactly.
Good. Right, so who do we got here?
Kate Blanchett in custom Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton seems to be the winner for the night for designs, but I could be wrong.
Kate Blanchett.
Really interesting.
I would tell you what Kate Blanchett is. She is like, you ever go to I
like this.
I went to art school and like the fashion majors would draw. You have to draw at a certain proportion that's different.
That's why
right?
I didn't go to college to be.
It's like 8 heads versus 7 heads or something. So everything's elongated. She has that elongated form. She's beautiful and talented. I don't see how you'd not like Kate Blanchett.
Well, okay, but the outfit is really the question.
The outfit I like. I like it.
What do our little friends have?
Nobody said anything yet.
Okay, so I do like the.
I like the dog choker. That's kind of sexy.
Yeah, that's good. Going on and. She's not showing a lot, but it's sexy at the same time.
And
it's appropriate, and she's bringing a good energy.
Yeah.
I kind of, although I got to tell you, I'd kind of like to see this dress on somebody who's like exudes sex, like a fucking evil Longoria.
Right.
That dress is a totally different look.
Tracy loves it.
And then we've got Celine Song wearing a little suit.
I loved her in 16 Candles. I'm
Can't
sorry,
say
I
that.
can't say that. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
so she's a cute girl, and I'm sure she's somebody that wants to be taken seriously, and I
Yeah.
can respect that.
Yeah.
But girl, let us give you a little makeover. Doug will give you some of his lip gloss.
Yeah, I got lip gloss for days.
He's got 3 lip glosses, so
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can have any one of them. Lily Collins in Tamara Ralph Fall Couture. I love this.
Tracy said
I'll-
that looks nice, which I think she meant the other girl, but this thing is amazing. Look at this thing.
I really like it. She's a young girl though,
That is,
and I'm wondering how she's a young girl.
She looks like a young Liz Taylor, and that dress is spectacular. This might be my favorite dress of all. Not that I know
really
anything
no
about
the
dresses.
Margot Robbie.
Well, Margot Robbie, yeah, but this is good. This is I might like this dress better than that dress
So Lily Collins,
because this dress is like boom.
she is an actress, a producer, an executive VP. She
She's
was
everything.
She was she was born in 1990.
Little bitch.
Well, 1990. I think that they're like adults now. How old are? If you were born in 1990, you got to be like in your
Yeah, you're
30s. If you're not that
30-something.
young.
I like the black and white dress, modern day Black Dahlia. Ooh,
She was in Mirror
that's a
Mirror,
good point. Looks a
Abduction,
lot like her.
Mortal Instruments, City of Bones.
She has her
Love,
legs
Rosie.
still attached though.
I haven't seen any of these movies. I haven't seen anything that she's been in.
No.
Oh, I think we saw Inheritance.
Uh,
I think we saw her in
oh, we might have
Inheritance.
two to bone.
She also did Les Mis miniseries on Fan Time. Who knew? And then we've got yeah, she's just a beautiful girl. That's a beautiful. I like the dress.
Her name should be
Makeup-
Lily Collins. She's looks exactly like her name.
She's,
Like Coleman, what's his name?
she's bringing like
Diego or whatever his name is. I forget his name.
She's bringing like sweetness and sexiness and like demure. Like it's really, it's stunning.
Yeah,
It's absolutely stunning. She's I think she might get our, I don't know, Paul Mescal. That's beautiful. In Gucci,
it's a good look.
his hair is terrible. And what the fuck is that on your chin? Shave or grow something.
Shave or grow.
Andrew Scott is in Custom Berluti.
Looks like Richard Grieco and Johnny Galecki had a baby.
Why does he look like Megamind to me?
He does, but I will say that it's a cool outfit, but like he looks like the burgundy interior of a 1985 LeBaron.
This is exactly what I was thinking. Side note, Charlie had one of those convertible. Dominic Sessa in Saint Laurent. It's not.
This
doing
would look
many
really
favors.
good on what's her name?
Ellen?
No, Katie Lang
Callum
would look
Turner-
great in that.
Callum Turner and
It's
Burberry.
like a little western.
Meh. I know that the double-breasted suit it's back in, but
we're done with that. No, but
we've done it. We've done
That's
it.
it. That's everybody.
So I mean,
All right.
Well, I'm sure there. It's weird to me that these are the only 20 people that were there, but here we go. But I think, yeah, I don't know
dress.
who else went to the BAFTAs, but I will say that, yeah, this dress with the feathers is hot as shit.
Yeah,
too.
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, there was a lot of really good ones. I think that there were a couple misses, but we went through them already. In any case,
Enjoy them.
congratulations to the winners, congratulations to the nominees, and congratulations
To all of
to
us
all
who
of the
enjoyed that
businesses.
interlude with the thing.
Trace said,
Uh,
yes, LOL. I like the
I-
black wedding dress. Yep, she said that. You got that one
Yeah,
already.
I think I got them all.
She said, yes, LOL.
All right, so we're running. We're a little late, but I did want to pull some of the stuff that Wes found for us
Oh, God, we
today.
still have stuff from last week.
Yeah, we do. Well,
I was trying to pull up the
we'll
time
get
sensitive
to
stuff.
this I thought it was right up my alley. Okay, so this guy on the left, he would take people's lackluster flyers, take them, redesign them, and on the right, you'll see it's the same flyer, but he would do it like out of the goodness of his heart and disdain for bad design. So this is without design. This is with design over on the right, which I think is fantastic. So as you I just scanned this thing, and he had extra time on his hand, and he figured he'd kind of pay it forward, and he completed 15 free designs, and it helped people out, and now he's kind of famous for it on TikTok. Look at this. This is what this lady puts up, and then on the right, look, all the marketing principles, putting the giant number up there and the tearaway tabs. And
I mean, I think it's great, but it's also from a design perspective. If you gave clients designs like that, I would tell you to lower your rates. And
no,
I personally
exactly,
tell you
but
to raise
like the idea of this is fantastic. Open or we're open. I mean, like just silly stuff like that, which I think is
I think it's great.
fantastic
And I
that
hope-
he's
and
able to improve the
Do they tell you what his TikTok handle is?
Probably. All right, so I haven't watched this video yet, but it doesn't seem late, but better type.
Yeah, I mean, he's just made himself a little YouTube channel. I think that's great. And he'll make some money with it. I don't need to watch this whole video.
No, okay. So I just thought that was like kind of a cool thing, right up my alley.
Cool. Here's the other thing you could do, by the way. You could find signs like this that are shitty signs and shitty branding.
Yeah, redo them and then
redo them. Put your phone number on it. Charge 20% more. Send them the business.
This is why you're in charge. This is why you're.
Daniel says, I need a mattress. And Trace also says, this is great. Yeah, that it was great. So Daniel says he needs a mattress. The title of tonight's episode is
I Need a Mattress.
Did you get your mattress? Because
President's Day.
Known for its mattress sales.
We don't know why. We can't figure it out. But apparently President's Day is like, oh, look, Marge, I needed that big hole in the mattress.
And I don't think any of us wants to talk about the president.
Or any former presidents.
Or any future presidents, for that matter, unless it's in our cult/commune. Side note, well, there's a town in Florida. It's just an RV park. It's the whole town. So when we start our commune campground,
we're going to take over that cult town with our commune army.
We're going to start our own town. We're going to call it Perfectville, and it will be 82 degrees every day. Thank God we have an HVAC guy.
How do we ensure that? Yeah, we could ensure that. We could put a dome.
We have an HVAC guy and a dome guy.
We do have a dome guy. Look at that. We have all the things in place for Perfectville.
We accept you, one of us. I mean, that's something you might want to seriously think about it. The man is wearing lip gloss, and I've got fucking rocks on my head, and I don't even brush my hair.
Rocks on your head.
So Daniel needs a mattress. So Daniel, I will say this: we have purchased our last 2 mattresses off, 3 mattresses technically, off of Amazon.
We go through mattresses like.
Not really, but we upgraded to a king size, but the queen that we bought was really good, but we bought a queen before that. Here's what happened. During COVID, we decided, hey, listen, we need a mattress. We haven't had a mattress since I had bought like a cheap $300 mattress, which I'm fine with buying a $300 mattress and replacing it every 5 years. That's fine. I had bought a $300 mattress off of, it was either eBay or Amazon or Overstock when I moved in 2012 when we first met. Then I bought, and it was like I had no bed for like the first 4 months that I lived in that house. I gave it to the kids because I slept on the couch. I slept on the couch in the living room, and it wasn't comfortable. The orange couch was way more comfortable than the leather one.
Yeah, the living room wasn't as good, but it was L-shaped.
But the TV was there, and that room was cold as shit too.
It was.
In any case, so then when we decided we need a new mattress in COVID. And so until time before COVID and after COVID, there's some weird bug.
It's a bug.
See it?
I see it.
Interesting. We live in Florida.
You know who's going to get that?
The gecko.
The gecko that
there's
lives
a gecko
in that
that
lamp.
lives in that lamp, and there's one that lives in the driftwood. Not the point. What was I talking about?
The mattress.
Okay.
COVID.
So we order the mattress. Comes. It's hard as a fucking rock. It's one of those memory foam ones. And so Doug's like, I can't do this. I was fine with it. And so they're like, okay. So this is actually a really funny story. As our most Stacy adventures in calling a store for a return, the return policy was that if you don't like it, you return it. So I call. And I'm like, hey, can you help me, please? And the girl I'm talking to, for whatever reason, this happens to be all the fucking time, just starts telling me how terrible her life is, how her life is falling apart, and how she hates her job at Amazon. And she's like, yeah, just put it back in the box. And I'm like, yeah, but it's like a memory foam mattress.
Yeah, it breathes up. It's like
there's like literally no way to get it back in the box. What do you want me to do? Tape the box to it? What do you want me to do? Do you want me to just put it outside? And so she was not helpful, but I felt so bad for her. And then Amazon asked me how I felt about the service I received, blah, blah, blah. I called back. But if you're ever like on the phone with customer service and someone's being a dick, and I was not particularly, I feel badly for the spam call that I got tonight. I asked God or whatever.
God said.
To help me to be a better person who doesn't get aggravated with the 300 fucking phone calls I receive a day.
Shut up.
I would appreciate it if you could help me It's 300 fucking phone calls I get a day. But if you can't, please help me to not be mean to people that call me 300 times a day because I don't want to be that way. In any case, I don't want to be mean to her. If you're ever dealing with somebody in customer service and they're not helpful or they're stupid or whatever, just thank you. Have a nice day. Call back, get somebody else. No problem. In any case, the new person called and they're like, yeah, no, you can't send them back. It's COVID and you live in Massachusetts. Like, what are you? She's like, just give it away. Because she's like, donate it to one of those mattress places. She's like, oh shit, none of those mattress places you're picking up. Just give it away. So I gave it to my friend Donna, whose daughter used it for a while, Nikki, and then she took it up to his trailer. By the way, Nikki just had a birthday. Happy birthday, Nikki. But I will tell you that these memory foam mattresses, when we moved to Florida, we decided to upgrade to the king.
Right.
By the way, we could have taken that lady's king size mattress. It was probably only dyed in. Josh took it.
A mattress that was dyed in.
We bought a bed on the internet. It's the worst bed. We hate it. And but it came in a box spring, and the guy that helped us pick it up took the mattress. Yeah. So we order a mattress, have it shipped, check the address twice, and sure enough, they sent it to fucking Marshfield. We don't live there anymore. So to call Zach, my buddy back in Massachusetts who happens to have a truck or had a truck. I'm fucked now that he doesn't have a truck. If I accidentally send a mattress to Massachusetts, who the fuck is going to get it? Todd would get it.
You know what? The idea of you doing that twice is pretty low. I would think the chances are pretty low.
I sent 3 Ulta orders to the Summer Street house, and we didn't live there anymore. So in any case, he returned it for me, and then we finally got this one. The memory foam mattresses contain formaldehyde. They're full of all kinds of bad shit. When we're due to buy a mattress again, we will actually buy it from IKEA, which I think sounds crazy, right? Like IKEA for a mattress, but they follow the European standards, which were much higher than American standards. So if you're concerned about the safety of products in your home and you're on a budge, go over to IKEA. Doug will not go to IKEA with you, though. He would rather have ass cancer from formaldehyde than to ever step foot in IKEA again. So, Daniel, that's how you can get a mattress. You can sleep around to get one, too. I know that's what you like. I can't say I blame you.
Tracy says a lot of Chewy orders have gone to Rockland address since they've moved.
Oh, pumpkin. Well,
to Sabersaw, Georgia.
I can send somebody over there who can put your things in a box and send them here if you want. I know people. Oh, wait, you know people, too. And the people you sold your house to, your old realtor.
That's right. That's right. Well, they now live in Railroad Hobo, Georgia.
You just keep making up fucking shit. So I didn't even get to look at this. Oh, I just wanted to say this. What did we do all weekend that we have no shame about?
We watched
back to back to back
every interview available. Oh,
not even close.
We watched
like 12
interview after interview,
like 12
with Mr. Vanilla Ice. This guy, I gotta tell you, his life is unbelievably interesting.
He
is worth a goddamn fortune. He's got something like what they say, $50 million wrapped up in his car collection or something.
He does, Rogan.
And he's like, he's smart and just interesting.
The cars were bonkers.
But his outlook on everything is he's just super positive, and you can't help but watch this guy and nothing like. And we even went back and watched interviews with Arsenio Hall, who was trying to be like, oh, you're not a black rapper, you're stealing the whatever, and he held his own, and it was back then he was like Mr. Tough Guy, whatever, but now he's just a fantastic, and we have an opportunity. He's going to be on the East Coast of Florida next weekend. We might head over. He's doing a charity thing at a pizza place, which is like a friend of his or whatever.
And he's big in charities for children with terminal illnesses, and that's what they do. Yeah. So it's Miles of Smiles or something like that. I had shared it on the podcast at one point. So I don't want to pull up the video because it would take too long, but he has I would recommend watching if you're into cars, watch the Vanilla Ice Car Tours video. It's on YouTube. It's on TikTok.
He has some outlandish, he has something
Dean Martin's old car.
The coolest car he has is Dean Martin's old car. It was a 57. It wasn't a Lincoln Continental. It was just a Continental. It was the most expensive car on the market in 1957. I think he said it was $14,000 in the 50s. It was the most expensive car, and it had some cool stuff. The air conditioning came out of the roof, which was kind of cool. Apparently, Dean Martin had lent it to Elvis at one point, and all this stuff. Anyways, he owns it, and it's all like apparently super original. And he has
that car. He had. I mean, he even had like a tricycle.
He had the car from the convertible from 48 Hours with Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte.
All kinds of ridiculous stuff.
It was really cool. And then he has one that he's put a lot of money into. It's all the hydraulics and this gold and the etching, and it's like. And it's like him if he was a car.
He's hilarious because he's like, I'm still living in the 90s, which I think
everything
do I live in the 90s?
A little bit.
Yeah.
But he will say like the best everything was in the 90s. Like the best clothes, best music, best dancing, best this. And like he's just so up about life that it's kind of infectious. I don't know.
One thing, yo. I don't even know what that means. Side note, Vanilla Ice's car collection is worth $50 million. Cannot even imagine what his real estate holdings are.
Oh, he's been going real estate crazy. Like,
so you think...
the greatest thing is he used to race cars against Pablo Escobar and hang out with Escobar.
He had no idea who he was. He had no idea out with him.
Because I didn't Google anybody.
He's just some guy that I raced cars with, and we raced boats, and I found out he was Pablo Escobar. And then, which makes me think I'm 2 degrees away from a hippo.
Oh yeah,
because Tom either knows or has met Vanilla Ice, so we're 1 degree from Vanilla Ice, and then of course
Escobar
we are 2 degrees from Pablo Escobar, but we've already could have been 2 degrees from Pablo Escobar before this whole conversation. But I will say that he raced boats, lived on Starlight Island across the street from Gloria Estefan. So everybody, kind of, if you remember back in the day, he got a lot of shit not only for being a white rapper, but because he sampled Queen.
Yes.
And it was
that was the great story of the area.
So the long and the short of it is that he went through all this trouble, and because all the members of Queen are dead, he basically bought the rights to Under Pressure. He owns Under Pressure and Ice Baby now, which good for him. And
he doesn't own all of Under Pressure, but he owns a good chunk of it.
Okay, yeah. So, but he's
which
able
is great.
To use it.
Yeah.
And he gets royalties when it's played. And then he learned about and it was actually really informative for us, I think, that he was talking about the rights to your music being such a big deal. And I know Taylor Swift, somebody had bought hers, I think it was Mariah Carey's old ex-husband, Tommy Mottola, had bought her the rights to her record, her music, and so she's like, "Fuck you, I'm re-recording it," and she re-released it.
Yeah, because there's mechanicals and
because you don't know this shit about it's a machine and you're a product. And Vanilla Ice talked about that. He talked about how so much of his image wasn't necessarily what he would want.
Right,
they told him they were trying to turn him into a
19 years old. Yeah.
He's like, I didn't think anything of it. But when you think about hip hop today, Ice Baby crossed over. Was it because he was white? I can't make that argument because the Beastie Boys, not only white, but also Jewish. At least 2 of them. I don't know if all 3, but I think, all 3 Beastie Boys are Jewish. Some are dead.
Then how come he's not in the Hanukkah song? Beastie
all
Boys.
3.
Jews.
All 3. Yeah.
They're not in the Hanukkah.
They're in
song.
one of the Hanukkah songs.
No, are they? Maybe.
Hall
of Famer Rod Carew.
Yeah. It's just stop texting people. You don't need to text. You're on a podcast. Hanukkah song.
By the way, Tracy says he needs to get with Leno. Leno's puts everybody's to shame. Leno has some of the coolest cars ever. He owns one of 2, I believe, in private collection. 63 Chrysler Turbine car, which sounds like a jet, which is probably the coolest thing ever.
Okay, so all 3 Beastie Boys were Jewish. Mike Diamond, which Mike D, is Jewish. Yawk was raised Jewish and later converted to Buddhism. They did actually on Lollapalooza. They had all these Buddhist monks come out and perform. It was amazing.
Nice.
It was all these Tibetan monks, and then which I don't know the difference, but I'm a terrible person going straight to hell. I did talk about Buddhism today. I knew something. All of life is suffering, and our job is to joyful participation in the suffering of the world through podcast. And then Horowitz's father was Jewish, which it goes by the mother. But
I read O.J. Simpson, and next to it in quotes it says "Still
not
a Jew."
Yeah, it's from the lyrics.
That's awesome.
So, in any case, I
I can't say Vanilla Ice got popular because he was white. I can say that Vanilla Ice opened the door for many, many hip hop artists of every color of skin. He took a lot of flack for being who he was. And I think that there's a lot of I think like he probably did a lot of stupid stuff when he was younger. As we all do. And I think he's turned out to be a really good guy.
He seemed like he was trying to be good to everybody. Like even back then, he was like, "Hey, whatever." Like he was a pretty affable guy. I think I would say that like the two that I think, this probably two that really crossed over are like Young MC, Bust a Move.
Yeah, but Young MC
and
was after Vanilla Ice.
And
how high did Bust a Move get?
Bust a Move won the first Grammy for a rap. I knew that. And then, but yeah, I mean, I think it was
Bust a Move came out in '89.
But I think of Vanilla Ice and Hammer, right, as in the same time frame. But then I also think about New Edition and New Kids on the Block.
Something like 21 times.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Which means it sold 21 million. Crazy
how many Ice Babies.
I personally had. I had 2 copies of it. I had on tape and I had it on CD. I was thinking about that. Thank you, Columbia.
Yeah. So if you think about it, you've got the New Kids on the Block and New Edition, same managers, same town, everything. And then like a few years, 4 or 5 years later, you've got Ice, you've got MC Hammer, you had Young MC, you had like Fresh Prince was kind of a thing, and so a lot of that stuff sort of broke down the people that broke in, like you had Grandmaster Flash, like create, like all that stuff, creating it, and then you had people like kind of, I don't want to say perfecting it, but then you had Run DMC and Public Enemy, and then you had NWA, and so yeah,
dude, fucking Public Enemy, Chuck D to this fucking day, the man's brilliant.
Yeah. Big Clash fan.
Bust a Move was released, and by the way, super down to earth guy. Bust a Move was only reached number 7 on the US, but it reached number 1 in Australia, which is interesting because Muck Sticky's Fuck Off and the remix of Fuck Off, the remake of Fuck Off is number 1 in Australia.
Nice.
That's great. And if you haven't heard it, by the way, Muck Sticky, we love Muck Sticky. Fuck Off is probably
Muck Sticky blowing up.
Probably not even one of our top 10 favorite Muck Sticky songs.
Oh no, not even close. Not even the top 20.
It's a great song.
Yeah,
and the dance remix is even better. But not my favorite Muck Sticky song. But everybody's listening to it. Everybody's downloading it. He's a local guy. He's originally from Tennessee, lives in Florida now. Local guy, takes care of his mom and his sister. His sister, I don't know what her deal is. I know that she's got some sort of disability, but they're just a beautiful, like these people are just like beautiful, beautiful soul, like just you're rooting for them, right? And so if you got 99 cents to spare, go on iTunes and buy it and help him. And then in a couple of weeks,
save 99 cents because you're gonna need it for
you're gonna need 10.99.
I don't know what I have to, I don't know how they're
it
gonna
should be 99 cents a song.
Probably.
Maybe you get a deal if you buy
and a couple
the
of these
album.
folks, they're probably worth about 98 cents.
I disagree.
No, I was, what? I have a different song, a favorite song off of my album on a given day.
It's like me with the paintings in the guest room.
Yeah, I have different.
And some days I go in there and I'm like, all of these paintings suck, and I'm going to burn them.
But it's funny because with songs, like some are kind of like personal. I don't think any of my songs are super personal, but I think like there's things in them that I'm referring back to within my life or something, right? So it's
that would be like a good thing to do after like the releases, do like discuss a song like a night or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't. Young MC. So back to Vanilla Ice.
Yeah,
Vanilla Ice. One thing they asked him what the craziest thing that ever happened. Let's not forget that he was in Madonna's sex book. Tracy says, "I love Fuck Off. Great song. I agree. Listen to White Trash Superstar. I hate to be the one to tell you I done fuck your mama.
Both great.
Fucking
pieces of art.
Real Good Time. Like there's so many. He's brilliant, and inspired you to work on your record. And he's in the record.
I name drop him. I name drop him in the antenna farm.
And then Vanilla Ice. they asked him what his most fucked up moment. I thought this was a crazy story. Can you do it? Do it. Okay,
I don't remember the story.
Okay, I'll tell the story.
Right.
You do the voices. You'll get to the voices. So Vanilla Ice has this chick shows up to every show wearing all black trench suit. She flashes him every fucking show. Follows him on tour every fucking show. He's on a flight to Japan, and I guess she's like, I need to see Vanilla Ice right now. And security detains her, and
I don't remember. I was in the other room for it, so you're gonna.
So security detains her or whatever. He goes to his hotel. There's a knock on his door. Satanic Bible on the ground outside. Next night,
if I had a nickel,
Satanic Bible, like 2 a.m. So I guess it happened a couple of times. Finally, they have him switch rooms with somebody, and then they have like security there, and she tried to get away, but she couldn't get in the elevator because the guy was there, and so they like restrained her, and she was like going, like making noises, like
something out of Ghostbusters.
I meant to be with him. Roar. I'm so sorry. He's my lover. Which is ironic because I say the same things about you on a semi-regular basis. Yeah, especially you're doing a little bit better than you were. But, in any case,
3 mushroom falala.
She I hope she got the help that she needs.
Yeah, I guess so.
And
So anyway, so Young MC was in 1989.
But he didn't go to number one.
But the first one, I Googled it, and it was, in fact, Vanilla Ice, Ice Ice Baby in
we
1990.
listened to 20 interviews about
No, I know that. I'm trying to put it in context. 89, 90, whatever. So
what I will say is that that there were the 90s, it's funny because and Gen X doesn't get talked about. You're technically Gen X, right?
I think so. I'm like, for years, Gen X started like in 67 or 68.
Well, I mean, here's the thing.
But
so Gen X years are 65 and 80, so just barely.
Yeah. So I was
barely.
I was on the cusp.
But
yeah.
Qualities. Okay, so the thing about Gen X is that we're just different. And so this is the Gen X qualities from across the web. And I know that at least one of you watching this is a Gen X or right on the cusp of being a Gen X. We'll talk about it later. But we like a balance between a personal life and business. We're independent. Yeah, because all of us were fucking latchkey kids. Sorry, Mr. Fancy Doug Gear, who wasn't a latchkey kid. Parents that loved him. You didn't even have divorced parents. You're not a Gen Xer. You weren't a latchkey kid. Your parents weren't divorced. They just died. I'm sorry, your parents are dead. You can have my parents. Want them? You can have them.
I've only met one of them.
And? Do you want him to be your daddy? You're gonna say, "Hi, Poppy."
I went to 7-Eleven tonight, and the Hispanic lady, she was an older lady. Hi, Poppy. What can I get you, Poppy? And I'm like, how am I, Poppy?
Oh, that was the other thing. So I was listening to Vanilla Ice was talking about. Welcome home. Vanilla Ice was talking about real estate because he's lost the expensive lip glosses, of course, the one I lose. He was talking about when he got into real estate investing and doing title searches and finding, distressed properties or properties of doors. Can you get that lip gloss before it's gone forever? Because I will forget. And then it's just right there. So he goes to his first house, and it's this like multi-million-dollar mansion in West Palm. And the lawn is just like super overgrown. He's like, this is like a $2 million house. What the fuck is up with the lawn? And so he just fuck it. And he walks up and knocks on the door. And the guy's like an old Cuban guy, retired doctor. And he's like, oh, Vanilla Ice. I can't do the accent. I really wish I could. But he was so excited to see him. And he's like, I'm 93 years old. My wife is in the next room dying.
She's in hospice.
And looking to sell my house. Come meet my wife. And he's like, I'm cool with that, but I'd love to see that house. And he's like, shows him around the house. And of course, the guy is a talker. Yeah. I think most Cubans are talkers. Like I'm Portuguese. Like we're talkers. Like Hispanics. Like I think we're all like
you're not
chatty.
Hispanic. Hispanic is from Hispaniola.
All right, I'm as much Hispanic as you are Gen X. Technically, you're Gen X, and technically, according to the Google, I'm spicy white. That's not the point. I don't know which culture I want to appropriate today. The point is, I'm not trying to appropriate any culture. But Tony says I look Hispanic. I'm not sure.
Hey, Poppy. I look like a Poppy now. Hey, Poppy.
You look like a Vavo.
Hi, Poppy. You buy 2 green juices for tomorrow.
That's what he does. 7-Eleven. All right, so he goes to the guy's house and he's like, "What are you gonna do with it?" He's like, "What are you gonna do? You moving?" He's like, "Oh, my wife is moving to the hospice, and I'm when she's gone, I'm selling the house." And he's like, "Well, how much do you want for it?" And he's like, "Would you take 1.7 million?" He goes, "Yes, thank you, Vanilla Ice." That was the end of it. He's like, the house was probably worth 2.3,
and he put like 3 into it.
And then he put another.
But it was
3,
on like it was on what town was it? It was
West Palm.
Was it a West Palm?
Waterfront with a room for a 50-foot yacht, oceanfront yacht, a 50-foot yacht, and it was
crazy.
like 2 acres. He put 3 million into it and sold it to one of his friends for 18.
And today, that same property.
See, that's the problem. This is why we will always be poor. If we had a property we paid 2.3 million for, and we put 3 million into it, we'd be like, one of our friends wanted to buy it, we'd be like,
yeah,
okay, you can have it. We just be like, and that is why we will always be poor.
Right.
So news stories. So in any case, watch one of the Vanilla Ice interviews. You'll be surprised. And by the way, he insists Suge Knight, yes, intimidating. It was just assumed. There was no hanging over the balcony, as the tale goes.
All right. So, all right. I only want to do one of the news stories because there's several and it's almost 10. So, apparently the rover on Mars, there's 2 moons on Mars, and there was an eclipse.
On Mars or around
on Mars? The rover's on Mars. It looks up at the eclipse of Mars on the 2 moons or something, and it looked like googly eyes.
That's fancy.
That's craziness.
Can we tell the googly eye story?
No.
One time I glued googly eyes to my parts. It doesn't involve your parts.
Right.
Why can't I talk about my own parts?
Fine, whatever.
I glued googly eyes to my parts. Doug took my
her
clothes
vagina.
Off.
She put googly eyes on her vagina.
It's shaved. Well, not right now. It's really gross right now, but googly eyes. And so Doug's all like pulling my lingerie off, pulls my panties down, just starts.
And then you see Cookie Monster down there
laughing. And then we had to stop having sex to play with the googly eyes for a few minutes. That's fun. They look nice on your penis. It looks like a little snake. Is that a snake noise even?
I don't think snakes make noise when they do that.
Tracy says, I like the 2 moons. I do too.
What are you grateful for?
We can give you 2 moons.
What are you grateful for?
What am I grateful for? I'm grateful that even though I didn't feel great tonight, I did the podcast anyway. And
you wore your heavy crown.
Yeah. You can buy them for yourself. You all deserve one.
This is the first time any podcast has ever received the comment, LMAO, googly eye crotch. Yeah, try it sometime. It's a boner shrinker.
Yeah, do it. It's not a boner shrinker. You did the sex to me after.
Yes. Took a while. It took some recovery.
We had a laugh for a minute, but maybe that's what I need to do from now on. If I want, like, if I'm looking for like the late night loving, googly eyes to my parts.
Glow in the dark, googly eyes.
You have to take your time. Do it right.
What are you,
baby,
Evelyn Champagne King?
Do it all night. Baby, take your. Is that who did that?
I don't know. I think so.
Baby, take. Okay. Anyway, grateful. I'm grateful that. Becky would laugh her ass off. That's why you need to do it, girl. Do it. You can put them on your nipples too. Your butthole.
You could.
You could put them on your ass cheeks and then spread your butt open, and then it would be like, oh. The drugs are kicking in. Okay, so I'm grateful that the Daytona 500, and y'all have heard cars whiz by here in the past on the pod, right? But they must have rerouted Santa Barbara onto our fucking street today. It was like vroom, vroom, vroom. Cars were like lined up down the street. I have no idea what happened. in our little neighborhood, but it was weird.
Yeah, there was definitely a detour. It was cars all the way down.
So I'm glad that that is over, and I'm glad that we survived to tell the tale. I'm grateful that we were able to find appropriate protein powders, which we will report on this week. I'm grateful that we were able to figure out that the best lip gloss of the 3 is available everywhere. Everywhere. NYX Fat Lip Oil. Relatively healthy.
It's the SOS
Very
band
nourishing.
did that.
I don't know if it has hyaluronic acid, though. I hope it does.
SB Alger, who we don't know, he says, since
Yes,
you
we
guys
do.
are talking, oh, you do. Yeah, since you know about talking about Vanilla Ice,
Oh, I
here's
want
my
to hear this
recent
because we
take.
are wrapping up, so
All
let
right.
us know.
So
SB
Tracy says, I'm thankful for the 2 of you. Thankful for the laughs. I'm grateful for a good dinner tonight. I'm thankful for today being a beautiful day. It was a beautiful day.
It was a beautiful day. So SB Alger, I followed him on Twitter. I think he might be friends with Jen.
Okay. All right.
Hillbilly the First Class, I think, maybe. But anyway, I followed you because I liked you. And so then we started chatting, and I keep meaning to go to your pod, but I haven't had time because I've been having problems.
You know what? This is the first I'm hearing about this
being a
Alger
person.
character.
Well, I talk to him late at night when you're bad. He has a deep
Well,
voice, and I find it to
He's
be
got to
quite
take
sexy.
one for the
He's
team.
quite the dancer, you may know. And he wears glasses.
Excellent.
In any case, please whip it out first because we're wrapping up at 10 o'clock. We're old.
We'll wait for you.
So anyway, I'll do my gratitude real quick. So I'm grateful for that fucking ice cream. I'm grateful that we figured out the lip gloss. I'm grateful for all the cooking you did this weekend. I'm grateful that there's some stuff that I know that you've been working on personally, and I see that you're trying, and I really appreciate it.
I'm trying. I'm grateful for the wings we had for dinner. Those were delicious.
They were good, except I was nauseous.
And we were watching some interesting video while we were eating dinner. We were watching some old remote control, MTV remote control
Oh, we love
episodes,
that show.
which was fun. You actually helped me on some business stuff today, which was helpful. And I ended up kind of half taking a weird sort of impromptu President's Day holiday today.
I might be taking the rest of the week off too.
Mm.
All I can say is I'm proud of you. I know that was a big change for you.
Yeah.
And SB Alger, we want to hear your story. Can you get it out there real quick? Because we're literally ready to say goodnight.
Let's see. I was wondering if that was on, like, if it needed to expand, but
okay. Since you guys we're talking about Vanilla Ice, here's my recent take. So you linked us to it.
So we have to go find the link.
So I will have to find the link after the pod. The way that it works here, we can't pull it up, but I will share that with our followers.
Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow.
Tomorrow, hopefully I'll remember.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, and I'm so excited to support
Good for you to realize it was a link that they don't come up
like
here.
That. So we don't see the link on our screen, but I do appreciate that. I will share it. We want to do whatever we can to support you and all of our followers. So guys, if you think of anything, let us know. We are coming up on 200 episodes. We're so grateful for every one of you. How do we even fucking forget that?
Yeah.
Just wouldn't happen without you guys, especially the haters. And the
190 creeped up. It creeped up.
Uriel,
like a creeper.
Tracy, Ann, Todd, Daniel,
SB
Alger. I think this is the first time you've been here. I don't know if anybody
somebody
was there. Michelle chimed in. Michelle always likes us.
we'll take
I
the
need
like.
to give her some more likes. I always try to remember. In any case, good night, everyone. We love you. If you want to see Steven's video before I get to post it, just go over to the YouTube page. It should be there in the comments. And I don't know. Have a good night. Maybe play with yourself before you go to sleep.